Education. Is she satisfied that appropriate consultation has taken place with local residents directly affected by the proposed Thurston Road College to be built in Pakuranga?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr. Speaker, to be frank, no. However, my concern has to be primarily for the educational needs of this very vulnerable group of young people. They need and deserve the best quality education we can provide, as do all students. Thurston Place College is established on the former Waimakoia school site, which was a very different residential school. As this was already designated as a school site, there was no requirement to consult on the school's establishment. However, I have insisted that the Ministry and the Establishment Board work closely with the local schools and community as they continue through the process.
Dr. Rajen Prasad.
Supplementary, Mr. Speaker. Given the fact that several large meetings in Pakuranga over the last week have raised serious concerns about not being properly consulted on the proposed Thurston Road College, what further action she will now take to ensure her ministry will properly consult local residents and staff of neighbouring schools as a matter of urgency?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Well, as a matter of fact, one of those meetings was called, as I understand, by the Ministry of Education, and they have provided at that meeting quite a range of information about what is proposed. But as I said in my answer to the primary question, I have asked the Ministry to make sure that as we work through this process, they are in close consultation with the local community and the local schools.
Dr. Rajen Prasad.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Supplementary to the Minister, why will the Minister not halt all work on the building of Thurston Road College in order to complete meaningful consultation with local teachers, schools and residents?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr. Speaker, this is a very difficult position for these young, vulnerable students. The previous government allowed them for 9 years to be educated and housed in disgusting conditions. ERO reported year after year. They put in commissioner after commissioner, and these students were being educated in nothing more than sheds. This government has said we cannot do that to this vulnerable group of young New Zealanders. They deserve a good education. They are in the care of the state, and at this school we are looking to provide that. Now, at the same time, we have to make sure that there are appropriate measures in place. And I understand that the Ministry and the Establishment Board are now making those measures available and clear to the surrounding community, and I have insisted that they keep that community in close contact with all the plans.
Point of order, Dr. Rajen Prasad.
Mr. Speaker, my question was quite specific, and it was that why will the Minister not halt all work, and I did not hear a clear answer to that question.
Well, order. The member may not have heard the answer he wanted to hear, but I clearly heard the Minister say that she's not prepared to do that because of the conditions these pupils have been taught in over recent years, and that may not be the reason that the member may or may not be an acceptable reason to the member, but that's the Minister's reason why she's not prepared to halt the progress on the thing, and that is a perfectly reasonable answer. Question number 12, Catherine. I beg your pardon, Raymond Huo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Supplementary. Would the consultation have been better if the majority of the immediate community had not been Asian, or does this approach meet her new standards for consultation generally?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr. Speaker, I find that accusation absolutely insulting. I didn't know that the local community was majority of Asian. As I've said, I found the consultation that has happened with the community less than desirable, and I'm very disappointed that they haven't been consulted with right through the process.
Point of order, Raymond Huo.
Point of order. I seek leave of the House to table an online petition to show that, as at today, 1,535 people have signed the online petition to stop Thurston Place College.
Leave us sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is no objection. Question number 12, Catherine Delahunty.